Okay. So yeah, we did that. All right, yeah. So just a quick rundown. What I was trying to do with this character was literally, it was I'm not sure if I stated this before, if I let this out, but it's supposed to be a fusion between Final Fantasy X, I mean not X, 7, yeah, it was 7. Genesis. The guy from Crisis Core, I loved that game. The Zack and that shit. Whew, whew, for this guy. Um definitely what's what I'm looking for. Yeah, peep that game. And another person it was supposed to be a fusion with, it was a Batman character. What's his name? Azazel or Azrael? Azrael or Azazel? The random dude with the hockey mask, or not really the hockey. He's like that religious dude from Batman. I mean, but then there's a lot of religious dudes. He's the one that tried to be Batman, like literally tried to be Batman, like just take on the mantle as Batman. Anywho's, the fusion idea between these guys is that this guy's insane. If you really know those characters, they're insane. But I like the idea of what was his face, Genesis from the thingy, the one thingy. Damn, it just escapes me. Final Fantasy 7, Crisis Core. Uh, yeah, he was pretty much insane, and so was his Azrael. But yeah, I like the idea of him being a fire mage, or not like, yeah, kind of like a fire mage, like a red mage-ish type of character. Or he wasn't really. I don't remember what his classification is in the Final Fantasy universe, but I kind of saw him as a red mage, and if he wasn't, then this guy is right here. He's a red mage ish type of character. And he produces fires and stuff. It's part of his gimmick. It's fires is his stuff. His backstory was a little complex. If you guys want really like I'm not sure if you guys want to hear the full on story of these characters and stuff, but I'm just gonna start laying down my ideas for them and stuff. So yeah, I was really trying to shoot the moon on this design. I tried to take the best elements. I like the idea of Genesis's hair being like free flowing, but when I was doing the designs, I just loved the idea of like this hockey mask. I think I played Arkham, and they had this beautiful design for Azazel, and it was just magnificent. And I basically just ripped that off to a slight degree. As you can see, I really like the hoodie idea, and you can see like there's a bulge like right where, like, see where his eyes are, like the hoodie's way too big for him, right? Because he does have hair underneath there. And there's like it's like a small little hockey mask, so he does have hair coming through from there, and it doesn't reach like as tall as that, but it gets pretty up there. It gets pretty up there. um I did not like the idea of like I did not like the idea of like him being super armored up. I did like the idea of how Genesis was in Final Fantasy 7, and how his clothes were just like, I like how in Final Fantasy 7 like people wear like the least amount of armor. The person that's doing the most stuff is doing the like has the least amount of armor on, and I respect that. So I kind of wanted to get that in there as well. So for the design, as you can see to the left, I really tried to stay away from like the traditional like armor, because I was gonna have him like pretty much armored up, but then I was like, well, he's crazy. He's a religious person. Like I mean, like those things sometimes go hand in hand depending on how fractured the psyche is. But yeah, so like the character is pretty much yeah, just crazy, and I really wanted to show that with the design. So once again, he protects like areas that you think should be protected but not really. Like he is wearing a pretty much of like a bulletproof vest, like that pretty much is it. Once again, these designs, I really was trying to go hard on the designs in my mind, because once again it was more like, oh, I'm doing this for myself. But even though I'm doing this for myself, like I did realize like okay, simpler designs are way easier to replicate because like just doing the patches and stuff like it's not like an extra thing because it's all mind state too. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to do all that stuff, then go ahead and do all that stuff. But like when it came to like animating these characters, like as you could tell from the sprites, if you guys seen the sprites, I've dumbed them down so much because it's moving. These are moving parts. I can't have all this like nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like look at his arm. Like you really want to draw that 24 like every single time he moves, you really want to redraw that, even if robots doing it at this point, AI and good stuff like that. Like, do you really want the AI to be doing that? Okay, you probably would, because like that's not your job at that point. But that's the thing. It's like just because it's not your job doesn't mean that you can't make it just a little bit easier on everybody else. I am yeah. So I have not explained the card yet, so I'm probably gonna explain that, then jump around and start going into like the details of what I was doing in the artwork. If you came here for the artwork too, or like a tutorial, that's not what I do. I mean, I can do that, but I mean, there's so many tutorials out there. Why would you come to me for a tutorial? You come for me for entertainment. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what people want anymore. It's just like mm, toasty. But yeah. So the idea for the card is basically an attack card. Like you can play it when you're attacking, it boosts your power, or yeah, it boosts your power, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. What I wanted to display with the card was the fact that he was gonna throw that dagger. I was gonna have the dagger being thrown, but I was thinking I could just save that because I think the level 3 or I can't remember which version is it, if it's level 2 or if it's level 3. But I know one of the one of the versions had him tossing it like the blades, and they're homing in, and it was called homing daggers or some stupid shit like that. I don't know, some fire daggers, homing missiles, and yeah. So that explains the card. Like yeah. Uh, when I was making the sprites for it, I was not really thinking about like how it's gonna look and whatnot, how it functions realistically. I never finished his. I mean, I finished the design for like I think pretty much all of their decks, but I haven't really finished their decks yet. Like because I stopped at a certain point because of other things started to get into the way. Um, if you guys want me to see if you guys want to see me finish these then please let me know. I would do it. I would do it for the vines. The main reason I stopped like not full on stop but like just like slow down so immensely that's like a crawl. um yeah, my comic book and other things were coming into play, and I really needed to finish up a lot of that stuff. And then I think like depression always like kicks in every once in a while too. But that's just me. That's just me. You gotta live with your faults and time your life accordingly or something like that. But yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm just making excuses. I am. Like let's be clear. Like I am making immense excuses for this shit. But that's just me. All right, now I'm gonna skip around. Unless you, should I talk about this area? No, not really, because you can really see where I'm trying to go away with that. Like I got the design out and whatnot. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. 31 minutes and 5 seconds. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I threw in a little bit of these like little drag lines over here just to really emphasize that. Now what I'm adding here is I want to show because like everybody was like if you're attached to materia and you're bugging out off of this stuff, your eyes are supposed to be like green or glowing. I'm supposed to show that in your veins, like it's supposed to light up like a light green. I don't understand why they're like their Mako energy that they were producing like was pumping out blue-eyed soldiers in Final Fantasy's 7 universe. But yeah, I like the idea of like depending on what material it is what your eye color would be and stuff. So it's like your eye will be pumping out this type of color and whatnot. So yeah, like and power, what your actual power was. So his power is literally is supposed to be like a pinkish, like whatever this is. and it was supposed to come through. I really wish I finished this stuff now. Like I'm looking at it like, you know what, it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like, top notch. You know what I'm saying? It's not the tits of the town, but it's pretty up there in status. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna shut up now. Let you enjoy the rest of this guy. I know I came in kind of at a weird point, but whatever. Definitely stay up, and I will see you at the finish line. 38 minutes and 48 seconds. All right, y'all. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful right there. I'm basically patting myself on the back if you couldn't tell at this point. Just added a shadow to the background to separate them just a little bit of contrast. That's all you really need. But other than that, uh, definitely, definitely, stay up. You know what I'm saying? Stay on your grind, all that good jazz. I got pretty much nothing else to say about this one. If you guys want to follow me and all this extra stuff, there's that tag. You know what I'm saying? It's about to come up into play. If you want to just reach out to me and whatnot, you can reach me on Fiverr for work. If you don't want to do Fiverr, you can do something else and whatnot. You can do that too and whatnot. But definitely stay up for those animations. You know what I'm saying? You need to see those animations. Oh wee, ooh wee. All right, you guys stay up. Be safe. Hopefully you guys are staying up and being safe. I really do. I'm really trying to sign off, but I know it takes a while. All right, you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out there.